I'm not gonna be posting that much videos through the summer because probably should not do that because I just wanted to play through my summer and I don't know, it's too much. I can't play with my friends. I'm doing a broadcast and all this stuff, so we're gonna still be doing broadcasts, but not as frequently at all. Once school starts and I going to have a lot more homework and crap, but I will try to find room to fit in videos. Try to do once a week at least. I'm probably not gonna have a schedule, but once every week is going to be the plan. So yeah, there you guys have it. But for now, we're gonna play some duos and not duos, solos. Try to have a good time. Should we use Bolt? I don't think you guys saw that I got Bolt. Alright, I got this. I missed the rift. Looks so flowery and like lively and all like happy. But then if you actually go to that place near Pleasant, it's all like gloomy and crap. Like, well, let's go there. Let's land outpost. We'll go there. Alright, my thoughts on the new shotgun are, if you're like close enough to them to shove the barrel down their throat, then it does good damage. But if you are like more than a centimeter, if you are more than a centimeter away from them, you can't do like any damage. Also, the new robot's getting built over there. It's gonna fight the monster. It's gonna be pretty lit. Got a block. It's lonely not having anywhere to watch your broadcast. Why is my ping freaking like Beebus? Why is it so high? I mean, it's not so high, but it's like 10 more ping than average. 10 to 20 more ping. Why? Did the freaking Wi-Fi tower like just like pick it up and move it? It's nice. It's not storming, is it? I like how the rifts, like, they look like freaking black holes from far away, 'cause it's like a mirror. Spinning around downtown. My feet look like they're gonna flail off. I'm about to get to the mountain. That means dead. It's delayed. I can tell the delay, like, here. Oh, probably should stop doing that. Oh, he left. It's fine. He's fine. I don't care if he leaves. He can go do whatever he wants. As long as he's not screwing with me. Where is he? Now I do care. So I want his juicy loot. He got a gun. That's scary. He could have killed me. Don't get sniped. Alright. Missed both shots. Wouldn't it be crazy if the rifts reopened up and like started going through more dimensions that aren't ours and like brought in a bunch of crazy stuff? That'd be pretty lit. Like if something like malfunctioned and it reopened up, like when the volcano sprouted up, or like went into Loot Lake's bunker, and like it was inside the volcano, and like freaking screwed with the rift, and it, like I don't know. I don't even know about the freaking volcano. Like how does that sprout up? The Fire King was just like, wait, I can make a volcano? Like, I don't know if he made that or whatever, but. Really, like season 5 was by far the worst season. Pretty uneventful, but did have the cube, which was good. That was pretty eventful. It was by far the worst and by far the best season. I don't know. I have love-hate with it. It's good because it introduced the cube, and it also introduced rifts. And rifts are like the main thing the story based on it. And rifts are like my favorite thing. Like I love like the interdimensional plane and stuff. But I also didn't like season 5 because it was just kind of like bland and like a weird desert area. And like, yeah, it was just kind of like bland. But I did like, and there wasn't really like any like major, like this we have, let's see here, we have windmills, everything's futuristic, we have the volcano changed, we have Mega Mall changed, we have Neo changed, we have loot changed, we have that building on, we have stuff changing all around the map. Season 5 didn't have that much stuff changing really. It was more of season 5, there you have it. There's season 5. I mean, except for the cube. The cube was the only thing that kept changing, and everything else was just like bland and just like it was just there. Like there wasn't really anything to like engage people on it. There wasn't any evolving story like the monster and stuff. It was more of just like the story was set out right there between the loading screens and crap. The loading screens were what set out the story more than the actual in-game thing. And so I think that they should have done more map changes and stuff that revolved around the story, and, except for the cube. The cube wasn't really a map change in the first place. So. And the rifts, it didn't even introduce rifts. It introduced those rifts that freaking shoot you up into the air. Those kind of rifts. There's like 3 types of rifts. There was like the big rift that was in the sky. That was pretty cool when it was shooting lightning bolts. I saw lightning bolts a bunch, and I just thought it was like weird and did that. But so it like I liked the rift was in the sky and it was like stuff. But I also like the season 4 way better. The season 4 actually had like it had the rift. It has everything about season 5 in it, except for the desert. Obviously, the desert didn't really have anything to do with the storyline. Like. The only thing the desert had to do with the storyline is that it came through a rift. That's about it. It didn't have anything to do, and the cube was spawned there. But the cube could have been spawned anywhere else. Could have been spawned at a completely random location, and it still would have been fine. He just got murdered. So, like, it could have spawned anywhere. So the cube doesn't have any correlation with the desert besides it spawned there. So the desert, the newly added area, the desert was literally just like freaking like here's a map change, and it didn't really have anything to do with the storyline, and I didn't like that. I wanted the new thing to have to do with the storyline, and then like season 4 had I said this again. Season 4 had everything in season 5 except for the cube, because it had. And it had more because it had hop rocks, but hop rocks don't really count because I'm talking about the rifts that's the usable rifts. So anyways, like season 4 had it all. It had the rocket launch, and it had all the superheroes, and then it also had the rift and stuff teleporting out of existence. And like, yeah, it was cool to see the Dirtburger come back and all that stuff, but it was more cool to be like sitting there at this freaking weird wavy spot in Moisty Mire, sitting there like dancing and waiting for like whatever could come out of this weird portal. And they kept on popping up around the map, and like it was the Lonely Lodge sign. Now it was the freaking. It was like exciting, it was engaging, and had everything, it had the rifts and stuff, it had everything plus more of season 5 except for the desert and the cube, which the desert didn't have anything to do with the storyline. So basically the only thing storyline related it didn't have was the cube. And I did like what they did about Loot Lake and like and I guess there was 2 events, but they weren't really events. Like the cube melting was an event, but like they both weren't major events. Like they were both pretty bland on the score of events. Season 4's rocket launch was gigantic. That thing was insane. That was by far like the best event. And Season 5, yeah, I know they fluctuate between big cutscenes and little cutscenes. I mean, big events and little events. But still, like, the little events still were pretty big. Like, alright, so, Season 4 had the rocket launch, big event. Season 5 had the freaking cube spawning, which wasn't even that big. It was literally a lightning bolt and then a cube forming. And then the cube dying, which was it just, like, melting. That didn't take that long, and it didn't do any major background use. Season 6 had the butterfly event. Can't forget the butterfly event. Season 7 was supposed to be a tiny event, and it was a tiny event. It wasn't a major, like, crazy event like all the other stuff was. It wasn't scheduled, but it was still crazy. It had the Ice King freaking, like, wiping out the whole entire map, and it was awesome. Even though it was a small event, it still made an impact. And, so what I'm saying is just, like, I'm getting no materials from those. So it was still a big event, even though it was technically a small event. It was still a big, small event. So, and then Season 8 came along with the unvaulting. That was a big event. Probably the smallest out of the big events out of the 3. But it was a huge event. And then Season 9, who knows? Who knows if it's going to be good or if it's going to be bad. It's probably going to be good because it's probably going to have this freaking robot, like, activating and going into the water or something cool. Like, I think that Season 9 might even have a big event for all the stuff that's leading up. Singularity, the monster, it chewing up the cables that had, like, Singularity freaking, that had, like, Singularity is the god of the in-between. It's probably the person who sent the cube, and so I am talking so much that my saliva is, like, frothing because of, like, so much mouth movements. It's like aerating my saliva. Freaking babies. But yeah, like, so it had, can't talk. It might be a large event this season. We never know because the files. No person here. I'm out. Sorry guys for your ears. Well, yeah, it wasn't a. Screw off! Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Season 9 is going to have a huge event unless this storyline is going to cross over to Season 10. But Season 10 is going to be space themed. It was already confirmed by Gone Mustard. There's being stuff in the moon in real life, and he made a little, like, thinking face. So it was gonna, and there's just that Gemini skin that got taken out of the files. It's probably going to be in Season 10 Battle Pass. That's like a star. Gemini is a constellation, as well as the Zodiac, I think. I think. I don't know. I'm not like freaking. Oh, I'm a Leo. I murdered 200 people, but you know I'm a Leo. That's a big I saw. Oh! I'm trying to talk to my fans here. Don't get triggered on me. Holy balls, that was scary. Hi. Is that you? Oh, that's you. Hello. Hey. Yeah, it's weird the supply drops and the llamas don't go laundry anymore. Which is weird because like it's gonna be gone in tomorrow. I think there was a guy that just jumped out of that mountain. Why don't you grab a weapon that's not a revolver for close range? I mean for medium range. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Singularity and stuff. I bet you that this season might have a large major event, despite the pattern. It might have a major event. I'm not saying it will, but it might, since all the crap that's leading up. A giant freaking robot is getting built to fight a giant monster. Nope, 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 screw you. Screw off, screw off, screw off, screw off. Where did he go? I think he screwed off. Ah, he's probably storm camping me. Oh, hi. Hey. Do a sweet sweet round. Wait, when I come back, watch this. It's right there. What? Excuse me, sir. Did you literally just no-scope me on the zip line the second? I'll be back, guys. I gotta go think about all my life's decisions. I'm back. Nobody's on stream because it's 11 and I'm lonely. Yeah, that was a good game. That was my rant. This video was always supposed to be a explanation video anyways. So, yeah. Oh, foot fell back on my chair.